Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well today. My name is Matthew Duffy, and I'm really excited to be here and have the opportunity to tell you my launch strategy for your fragrance, Beauti. It's been really interesting to go through everything as someone who wears cologne and thinks it's really important to smell good. But what I found really interesting was I buy cologne once or twice a year. And that's sort of how I started crafting this launch strategy. But once I realized that I'm not the target audience and sort of took myself out of the playing field, I really started to think about the best strategy to use to really penetrate your audience. And I went to my mom. She has always had this extravagant perfume collection. And I really started to think that she's the perfect person to really ask what it means to buy a new fragrance and going through the consumer decision process, what she feels to make sure that I really create something that will drive results. I asked her a lot of things like what makes her want to buy a new fragrance? How many fragrances does she have? What goes into the consumer decision process? And that was the scent and the bottle, the size, who's promoting it, where it's being promoted, how she found out about it. And I learned a lot about what it takes for a female aged 18 to 34 that's interested in fashion and lifestyle and travel to really want to buy a new perfume. I do have a few questions I would like to ask you before we get this started because your answers will really determine some of the strategies that I decide to present to you. The first one would be, what is the price of a bottle of Beauti? All right, so you're going to be selling it for $19.99. I think that's a great price range, competitive with the other fragrances on the market. Another question I have for you is, where will you be selling? Will it be a storefront? Will it be retail? Or do we ultimately want to drive people to your online website? All right, so the ultimate goal is to drive consumers to purchase from your online website, but you're looking for retail, and I think that's really smart, especially with some of the strategies I'll be talking about. It's important to make sure that you're in those bigger retail spots. With those answers in mind, I want to jump right into our combined media plan. I think through the use of multiple media vehicles, we will be able to really reach your target audience and truly create brand awareness within the market. So, I have an objective and a strategy to achieve it. The objective of this campaign is to introduce Beauti to the marketplace and increase brand awareness by 25% amongst females aged 18 to 34. The campaign will reach 5 million plus consumers in this age bracket across the US. The strategy we'll use to achieve this goal is to launch an August campaign across cable TV, digital video, print, out-of-home placements, and social, with a goal of 350 gross rating points in the United States. The second month of the campaign will aim to target the top 5 markets from the August campaign, and ultimately, we're looking to drive conversions through social, taking your owned media and all the paid media and really making it earned media, creating those brand advocates, and that's really where social is going to tie together all of these different vehicles. The first and arguably most important media vehicle that we suggest you utilize is cable television. Based on your current budget as a startup company, we're suggesting you hit cable television hard as opposed to network television. We're really focusing on your niche. We realize you're not trying to reach all Americans, but rather your target audience. That strong female 18 to 34 interested in lifestyle fashion. Cable television will optimize your reach to key audiences at a lower cost. With your target audience and content of interest in mind, we've broken down how you should be spending your budget. For month 1, we'll scatter by 10 spots on Travel Channel in 10 cities, as well as 10 spots on Bravo in 10 cities. We chose Travel Channel and Bravo to stay in line with your content of interest. And we've really researched the cities we think you should choose to push your campaign. According to the Nielsen DMA rankings for 2019, the top 5 DMAs are New York City, with 7,100,300 TV homes representing 6.4% of the U.S. The second is Los Angeles, with 5,276,600 TV homes representing 4.7% of the U.S. The third is Chicago with 3,251,270 TV homes representing 2.5% of the U.S. Then Philadelphia with 2,816,850 TV homes representing 2.5% of the U.S. And the fifth, Dallas-Fort Worth area with 2,622,070 TV homes representing 2.3% of the U.S. And although it may make sense to focus on the 10 highest DMAs, we want to make sure you're penetrating your audience throughout the entire United States geographically. So we've chosen 5 other cities that are in the top 20 DMAs, but increase your geographical spread and ultimately your impact. These go as Atlanta with 2.2% of the U.S., Tampa, St. Pete, or Sarasota area representing 1.7% of the U.S., Seattle, Tacoma, representing 1.6% of the U.S., Minneapolis, St. Paul, representing 1.5% of the U.S., and Denver, representing 1.4% of the U.S. For month 2, again, we're really focusing on reevaluating our strategy and pivoting our spending to the top markets. Of the 20 spots in the 20 cities from the August campaign, we will push the top 10 for the September campaign. Through cable television, we will reach your target audience across the nation in hopes to attract brand advocates. We really want to increase awareness and show them why they should buy Beauti. And once we establish our community, we can move toward targeting the entire country. But again, we've proposed a combined media plan because cable television won't do it all by itself. We really need to leverage the different assets from several media vehicles to ensure penetration. As you can see, through cable television, we have mass reached key target audiences across the entire US. But by buying traditional and online video together, we optimize our reach to audiences. For month 1 of digital video, we suggest you upfront buy pre-roll and display video for YouTube and Hulu. Buying these spots in advance will lock in premium inventory online for a lower price. This guarantees a number of impressions, which will help us track our progress toward achieving our goal of 350 gross rating points. For month 2, we'll adjust our strategy to optimize our impact through on-demand buying. We have a unique opportunity to reevaluate our strategy as digital video is an always-on medium with the ability to launch quickly. Once we decide where your advertisement is performing best, specifically looking at completed views, we'll push money into those spots to increase reach to potential consumers that are more likely to positively receive our message. We'll buy this on a cost-per-view bidding model to once again ensure our progression toward our goal of increasing awareness. It's so important to buy traditional and digital video. We're targeting our audience much more granularly on digital video. And we understand that audiences are torn between 2 screens, that idea of the second screen. They might be on their phone while they're watching television. And by combining traditional and digital video together, we make sure that no matter where our campaign is, audiences are interacting with it. To increase reach to our target niche audience, I've also proposed that we buy print, a placement in a major magazine. Magazines are an excellent way to reach our niche. We suggest spending $50,000 of your budget on one placement in a major magazine. We would only run this placement in the major magazine for 1 month. This is our cheapest option compared to traditional television, online and digital video, and the other vehicles to come. Magazine placements offer full-color, full-page spreads, and our target audience is more likely to stumble upon our advertisement through this medium. By adding print, we're really coming at our audience from every angle, showing that our combined media plan and marketing mix model optimizes our reach to the niche audience. Next, we'll focus on static and digital out-of-home placements. This reinforces your message in high-traffic areas. Again, whether they're home, watching TV, out of the house, wherever they are, they'll be exposed to your message. There are 450,000 out-of-home units in the United States, and we plan to leverage those. For month 1, we'll have 5 static placements for 100,000 on billboards, in the mall, in airports, high traffic areas. With static placements, there's no competition and no congestion. You're the only advertisement that audiences will see. But it's important to not only test the market, but also combine what's available to us. For month 1, we'll also place 10 digital placements for 100,000 in malls, airports, and other high traffic areas. Digital offers sight, sound, and motion, and the ability to change creative easily. This entire combined media plan is all about pushing our message for month 1, evaluating our progress, and making sure that we pivot our successes for month 2. With digital and static out of home, we'll decide which strategy was most successful and push it for month 2. And because the advertisement is already created, we'll run the same one at a higher frequency to increase penetration. The final media vehicle that I propose we use is social, where we offer solutions that ensure action. We're creating conversation and driving sales. I think this is one of the most important media vehicles because this is where we focus on conversions and guide consumers through those final steps toward purchase. It's easy to track our progress through clicks and reach and social metrics, who's interacting and engaging with our content. The other media vehicles are paid vehicles, and they're increasing awareness, which is a crucial part of our objective. But the ultimate goal is to increase purchase and sales of your product. All our paid media and owned media and social media accounts needs to transition to earned media. This is where we truly transition into earned media. If people like our product, they'll become brand advocates. There's nothing better than user-generated content, and if we can get people to advocate for our brand on social, we are more likely to continue to drive sales. For month 1, we'll have accounts on all social media platforms, especially Instagram, and utilize Instagram Shop. Focus on search engine optimization and the importance of keywords on Pinterest and selling it on Facebook Marketplace. Utilizing these social media techniques will really drive people to our website. This is where people will be able to easily click on links that go to our website. And we'll be able to use the analytic tools available to us to our advantage. We'll be tracking our progress, looking at the website and seeing how far people get to the purchase. We'll be innovative. We'll provide exclusive deals if they interact with us on social media. And it's important to increase our budget use for month 2 because the other media vehicles will be leading users to our social media platforms. So it's important to make sure that we're running advertisements and making it as easy as possible for consumers to navigate our sites and ultimately purchase from our website. All of these media vehicles work together in a combined media plan as a strategy to reach our goal. The final breakdown of the budget used is cable television with $750,000, digital video with $350,000, print at $50,000, out-of-home digital and static placements at $300,000, and finally social with $500,000, coming out to a total budget used of $1,950,000, just under your budget of $2 million. Our goal is to take your startup company and over a 5-month launch and campaign cycle, make your fragrance no longer a startup, but rather a household brand name for females aged 18 to 34. This campaign is coming up right before the holiday season, and we're going to make sure that your product is on their radar this holiday season. We're flexible and open to any suggestions that you have to ensure that we're working with you. But we understand that through the use of cable TV, digital and online video, print, out-of-home placements, and social, that we have created a combined media plan that is sure to reach your goals. On Your Go, we'll redefine the standard of beauty in mainstream culture. They'll never look at the word the same.